not adjust your screens, folks, you are here in the right place at the right time. It's Saturday, and you know what that means, folks. We're here to bring you another hard-hitting, fake, virtual fighting here on YouTube. It is SCW Saturday Showdown. I am your hostess with the mostest, Shaggy Black. And folks, I can't wait to bring this card to you today because we have our main event of the evening. The television championship will be on the line as J Omega defends his title against the recently crowned #1 contender, Hacksaw Leo Simmons. But first, we have a match between two rivals, as it seems, as the Prince of the Sands, Xerxes, looks to take on Diaz Tatem. Let's head down to the ring. Xerxes making a name for himself here in SCW of 2024. I gotta say, I'm very impressed with the Prince of the Sands. He had a very impressive match against our television champion, J Omega, but he came up short, and that was thanks in part to a distraction via his opponent in this match today. However, even since his debut at Malice in Wonderland, the skies are the limit for Xerxes. And I gotta say, there is probably some championship gold in his future if the man keeps it up. But with that comes obstacles, and that is the ever-talented, ever-resilient Diaz Tatem. Diaz Tatem has gone through the limit here, showing up in SCW, impressing the SCW faithful with his match style and his quick strikes and his in-ring ability, but unfortunately has not yet tasted the win column. And 2 weeks ago, we ended up seeing Diaz having his match against Big Wave Reese Price, who is in competition tonight. And unfortunately, he didn't come with the win, but out comes Xerxes to mock Diaz's loss, only to fast forward at the end of the night where Xerxes had his title shot against Omega, and Diaz came out and interrupted that and may have caused Xerxes to lose the match outright. Who knows to say, but these two have had a war of the words. You can see many tweets and everything here, but this has all got to come to an end here, and you figured it might be tonight. But as you see, Xerxes is in the ring, and Diaz is talking that smack. Xerxes not having that, coming out of the ring, and oh! Diaz is bringing the smoke already to Xerxes. And Xerxes not having that. Xerxes with a vicious right hand. And these two are just gonna go at it. The ref's gonna allow it. And Diaz blocking that hit. Oh! Quick knee to the face of Xerxes. And Diaz is throwing Xerxes in the ring. The match has started, and Xerxes not playing no games. I mean, the honorable one himself, as he proclaims, isn't holding honor here. But I did know he called Xerxes honorless, and I guess that's going to prove it. But meanwhile, Xerxes, showing that strength. Xerxes showing that strength off already and getting Diaz out of here. But Diaz ever so quick with those strikes and that unorthodox offense, because he's not the tallest man, but we got to cover here real quick. Hold on. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Diaz isn't the tallest man in the world, but he actually has a lot of power and a lot of agility, as you just saw with that springboard. We got another cover. 1, 2, no! Kick out at 1. Xerxes gets this straight out of nowhere, and then, like I said, unorthodox offense as he goes for the submission. Diaz goes for that offense just out of nowhere, and Xerxes, I don't know how he's going to prepare for this. Is he just going to try and overpower Diaz, which is probably going to be his greatest strength here? Oh! And you just got to wonder what Xerxes going to end up doing, and what the hell is Xerxes doing? Xerxes, tries to go for an elbow drop and misses. That's why they call it high risk, folks. Diaz missing that springboard. Xerxes taking full advantage of that. Snake eyes on the ropes. Snake eyes on that ropes, and now it looks like Xerxes has all the momentum. Oh, what a punch. Oh, and a European uppercut from Xerxes. And these two men going back and forth. The beef is crazy, folks. These two are brand new SCW stars here in this company, and they are trying to bring out the best and worst of each other. And the only way to do that is to beat the unholy hell out of one another. Speaking of which, we also have, like I mentioned earlier, Reese Price is in competition tonight. We also have Dwayne Fox versus Prince Youngblood. That is a match that I know has got match of the year potential on it. But also, like I mentioned, our main event is for the television championship, which both men could have their eyes on. And Diaz with a drop kick. I know Xerxes came up short in his television title match. Meanwhile, Diaz is trying to get his first win. And, you know, just that could do a lot for your momentum. And Xerxes back on it now, trying to get that momentum back on his side and just showing that power. And then now Diaz getting out of the ring. Looked like he baited Xerxes. And I don't know where Diaz is getting that strength from. Picking up men twice his size. Little man's got all that strength. I don't know what just happened to the feed there. But now we see Diaz back in the ring. Diaz has mentioned that while he is trying to be honorable like the samurai. Oh my God, wait. Oh, end of days out of nowhere. And Xerxes might have pinned another loss on Diaz 2.999. I thought Xerxes won that match on the end of days, but it looks like the days are still going for Diaz Tatem. And Xerxes flexing in front of the fans. And I gotta tell you, he's not applying that pressure enough to Diaz for my liking, and that may come back to haunt him. Oh, what a shoulder tackle. And Xerxes now, look at this, Diaz with a jawbreaker. And what is this? Diaz, on the outside. What a maneuver on the outside. And like I was mentioning before, Diaz said he wants to be honorable like the samurai. However, the hood tactics of his Miami upbringing are showing its face. And as you see there, he got rid of that turnbuckle pad, and he was trying to take Xerxes over to that turnbuckle, but couldn't get him. And Xerxes with a block. Xerxes sending, that turnbuckle pad has been in use. Diaz, oh my God. Oh, what a drop kick counter from Xerxes. Diaz taking full advantage of that turnbuckle pad, and it worked out in his favor, but got a little too excited. But now we got a cover. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Diaz figuring what he's got to do to keep Xerxes down. And Xerxes slow to get up, but Diaz looks like he is on the offensive, taking down the big man as much as he can. And look at this. What is Xerxes slow to get up, but Diaz taking out that arm. And what is this? Oh, wait. Get the X out the way. And we got a cover. 1, 2, 3. Your winner, Diaz Tatem. And he picks up his first win in SCW. Wow.
Here is your winner, Diaz.
Diaz Tatem finally puts a W in the bucket, and I know he is hyped because the man who helped him get his first W takes the pin tonight, and that is one of his biggest rivals. Man, oh man, I am excited for the kid. Speaking of kid, it's time for Kid Youngblood to put his money where his mouth is, as he is looking to take on a formidable opponent in the Big Oos. And that is coming up right here, right now. Folks, you don't want to miss it. Let's tune in. Let's head down to the ring. Gotta give some of the best theme songs in the business today, as the old school and the new school have arrived.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the family from Austin, Texas, weighing in at 205 pounds, one half of the SCW World Tag Team Champions, Prince Youngblood.
Prince Youngblood and his father Kevin are coming down to the ring for Prince's one-on-one competition against the Big Oos, Dwayne Fox. And while the Youngblood family have been going up against the Samoan Society in what would seem to be a respectful battle, you know, it's been very interesting as of far, because Prince has won every single one of his singles competitions against the Samoan Society. Meanwhile, Kevin was not doing so hot against the Samoan Society up until recently, and that was last week's match against Makani, and now that was due to Kevin having Prince at his side. But right now, Prince is about to find out what Big Oos time is about.
And his opponent from the Polynesian Islands, weighing in at 280 pounds, Dwayne Fox.
And Dwayne Fox coming down to the ring with Safina. Is this a calculated plan to throw Prince off his game by bringing in like the affection of his eye? I mean, that is a cold move from Dwayne Fox. Or unless Safina wanted to be out here to see what this was about, because at this moment, at this juncture, you know, Prince has not been able to take Safina out on a date as much as he would like. But now, you know, maybe if he picks up this W against Dwayne Fox, maybe Safina will, you know, maybe the shoot his shot gang will land a night out on the town with the Samoan princess. But time will tell, as Dwayne Fox, Big Bro, Big Oos, is out here looking to derail any of the young man's Riz. You see, yeah, I don't know why I said Riz, but hey, kids like it. It works. All right, Enough awkwardness and the bell is rung and these two men are going out. And Dwayne Fox, of course, if he's gonna win this match, he's gotta slow down that high-paced offense Prixne has. Because Prixne can and will wear you down as he's starting right there with a bulldog to Dwayne Fox. And Dwayne can't be, he's gotta watch out for those quick strikes. And of course, there he is right there. Dwayne's gonna end up overpowering Prixne. But Prixne, ever tall and lanky with these quick attacks. And look at this, Prixne going up to the top rope already, telling the Big Oos to get up on his feet. And Dwayne, oh, gets hit with a frog splash from Fox. But Dwayne not having any of that. What the, look at that headbutt. And now Dwayne slowing Prixne down with a bear hug. Prixne scouted this, gets right out of that. Crazy, crazy. And these offensive styles do not mesh well like oil and water. And Prixne, oh! Prixne with a springboard enziguri, taking Dwayne off his feet. And Dwayne not having that. Snake eyes on that rope. Dwayne Fox ended up beating Kevin Youngblood in the main event a few weeks back here on Showdown. But at the same time, Prince Youngblood has defeated every member of the Samoan Society outside of Dwayne Fox. And Prixne has been on a roll, but so has Dwayne. So these two are coming at a head here, and I got no idea who's gonna win this match. And Dwayne hyping himself up, looking to put Prixne away. Oh my God, Spirit Bomb! And this could be a short match. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Youngblood lives as Prixne rolls out of the ground. Look at the knee strike. Prixne ate that Spirit Bomb and got up like nothing happened. Is that the power of the youth? Oh my God. Dwayne Fox throwing Prixne over the top rope, and Kevin is on the outside looking. That is some crazy business. But now Prixne making his way over to Safina, and Safina backing off. What's Prixne thinking there? And Prixne throwing Dwayne over. Oh, look at the senton right in front of Safina. Safina acting like she didn't notice that. Prixne trying to get his, with another senton. Getting hype with the fans. He is trying to get Safina's attention. Is it working? I have no idea. But all that I do know is Dwayne Fox ain't having any of that. And Dwayne smashing Prixne into the ground. Ref's count is up to 6, and Dwayne gets back in the ring. Well, it's back up to 7, and get up in the ring. But now both men are back. Oh, what a backbreaker from Prixne. Excuse me. And Prixne stomping on Dwayne again, keeping the big man down with a knee strike. Last week, Kevin ended up winning his match against Makani due to the help of Prixne. And while Prixne didn't interfere in the match, Prixne did help the referee notice that Kevin's hand was on the rope. And will Kevin be able to have that same ingenuity to help out Prixne here, if the case may be? But meanwhile, Prixne with a submission in the middle of the ring. But Dwayne looking to power out of this. Oh my God. Dwayne powers right out of it, pulling the hair on, pulling the hair on Prixne, but Prixne knocking Dwayne down again with another knee strike. And Prixne taking out the knee of Dwayne Fox. Fox slow to get up, and what a counter from Fox. Fox sending Prixne to the ropes, duck down, leapfrog from the big man. And I don't know what he had planned. Looks like Prixne had that scouted. Dwayne sending Prixne to the corner. And these two are going counter after counter on each other. Got to give that to Prixne from doing that. Now Prixne going up to the top rope, telling the Big Oos to get on his feet again. And another standing frog splash, and we got to cover this time. 1, No, kick out at 1. Not enough to put away the Big Oos. It looks like if Prixne wants to win this match, he's going to have to bring out the big guns. Can he get him set up for that made in heaven, or will a sharpshooter be the one to pick up the victory here? But meanwhile, Uranagi delivered from Fox. And Fox could be setting up to send Prixne away. And another spirit bomb hits, and the kid might be done. 1, 2, 3. Your winner, Dwayne Fox, with not 1, but 2 spirit bombs.
Here's your winner, Dwayne Fox.
Dwayne Fox puts away Prince Youngblood in a tried and true fashion. Man, oh man, both Dwayne Fox has beaten both members of the Youngblood family, and the Samoan Society reigns supreme yet again. Folks, thank you all for tuning in this week for another episode of Saturday Showdown. You can always watch us live here on this YouTube channel, 1 p.m. Eastern, noon Central. We have some of the best fake virtual fighting happening on this side of YouTube, and we thank you every time you join in, tune in live, watch and subscribe, hit that notification icon, all of that from the bottom of our hearts. We thank you. And now, folks, we are going to head back to the ring for our next match.
And his opponent from Biloxi, Mississippi, weighing in at 324 pounds, Big Wave Reese Price.
One big man in the ring going up against our resident big man. Big Wave Reese Price has been a menace here in SCW by showing up and showing out, and probably one of his most impressive victories is beating our former SCW World Champion, James Lee, who is at home recovering from an injury. Please get well soon, James Lee. One-on-one in a competition. And since then, Big Wave has just been on a tear. Like his name implies, he is a storm waiting to happen. And if you're not careful, it will swallow you whole. Pause if needed. Fans here in New Orleans ready to get striked, and we see an old familiar foe in Grog here taking on Big Wave Reese Price. And this is big meaty men slapping meat time, and here we go. And Big Wave not having any of that from Grog early. And Grog again, this big man. Last time we seen Grog in the ring, it was taking on our now our SCW World Champion, Isaac Murphy. He was then television champion. He gave Isaac Murphy a run for his money. Isaac picked up the victory. But Grog here, shout out to Greenland Cause and that gym of talented wrestlers that have given you the Samoan Society and many more. Grog is now representing that, but now Grog here again, showing that he can be the thing that stops Big Wave here. And Wave is on the outside. Again, I have never seen Reese Price being handled like this. Even on the outside of this that long. Oh, and Grog! Oh! I'd seen a big man fly, but I also seen a big man miss. And man, Grog tried it and failed. I gotta give it to him. That might take him out of this match. Man, if that would have connected, that would have been crazy, right? Meanwhile, Big Wave definitely going after Grog here. And now with a splash, Jesus Christ. And we got a cover. One kick out at 1, not enough to put away the Caveman. I mean, Captain Caveman out here going crazy with that dive and still hasn't gotten back from that. And Reese Price taking full advantage of Grog's mistakes. And meanwhile, Wave throwing Grog around. Price is out here showing the power, but Grog gaining some sense back. Oh, what an elbow to the back of the head. And Price not falling for that. The caveman might have met his match size-wise. Pause again if necessary. But he is out here showing that he can take everything that Reese Price is throwing to him. I'm not even gonna say pause. You knew what I meant for that one, folks. And Grog, oh my God, the offense. Big wave, not having that. But both these men fighting on the outside. And Price with a forearm shot. Oh, what a shoulder from Grog. Ref's count is up to 6. And Grog looking to get Price back into the ring. Grog gets back in the ring himself. Oh, and he getting the crowd on his side. Goes for clothesline. No, Price avoids it. Oh, rib breaker. And now Price getting hyped up himself. Oh no, and Grog reversing that. Grog dragging Price to the ropes. What's Grog got planned here? What is this? What is this? Oh my God, what is this? Oh, Alabama slam. Grog plants Price into the mat. And now Grog climbing the top rope. Price grabbing that knee. That's the knee with the brace on it. And now Price slow to get up. And look at the chop from Grog. Again, I have never seen Price take this much offense since his arrival in SCW, and even then, it wasn't a lot of offense from his opponent. But Grog showing he can stand toe-to-toe with the body of water, and we got cover 1, 2, kick out at 2. I didn't even think of this. Well, but can we see an upset in the making? And what is this? Another Alabama slam from Grog, and we could see an upset. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Man, oh man, if Grog ends up beating Price here tonight, and Price with his wits about him, tossing Grog to the outside, but if Grog picks up a victory over Price, that would be Price's first loss here in SCW, and it'd be a massive one. And Grog going for something again, and Price not having that, but Grog fighting back. Look at this. What is this? Oh my God, capture! A capture pile driver, and we got another cover. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Price is fighting back. But Grog throwing those hands, and now Price trying to get back in it, and Grog still throwing those soup bones. The caveman cometh, and he's out here throwing those hands and feet in the kitchen sink at Reese Price. But Price not having this. And both these men going toe-to-toe with each other. You gotta say this, I like what the caveman is doing. He is bringing the fight to Reese Price. Like I said, I haven't seen Reese Price in a match like this. And Grog, caveman smash. But he might be out of his feet here as he's groggy a little bit, excuse the pun. And Reese Price sitting Grog to the corner. Grog not fighting out of the corner. Grog sending Price again to the corner, but Grog gets reversed and sent to the outside by Price. Price taking the time to regain his stamina and get the admiration from the crowd. 3 count here. 4 is at the ref, and now Grog with a clothesline to Price. Price could have just stayed in the ring, and Grog taking full advantage of that, but Price reversing of that. And Price, oh, another rib breaker for a measure, and then throwing the big man. The ref is trying to get both men back in this match. And Price throwing Grog back in. And Grog still on the ground. And oh my God, low tide hits, and that could be it for the caveman. 1, 2, 3, your winner, Big Wave, Reese Price. What a match. Big Wave Reese Price picks up the W, folks. And man, oh man, what a battle from the big man. Holy mother. I gotta tell you, Grog might have earned his spot here in SCW. Meanwhile, folks, it is time for our main event of the evening as the television championship is on the line as J Omega defends his title against the newly crowned #1 contender, Hacksaw Leo Simmons. Will J Omega get one more victory closer to being able to swap his television championship for a shot at the SCW World Championship? Or will we see a new television champion crowned here this evening, folks? That match is right now. Let's head down to the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the SCW Television Championship.
It is time to not only cash checks, but to break necks. The Hacksaw, Leo Simmons, is in the building in front of a live, hot, virtual New Orleans crowd. And will this be his time to bring home his second championship here in SCW? The one title that has been eluding him for the longest time is the television championship. Now, this man has been through a lot, trials and tribulations, becoming the first ever strong style champion here at SCW. But he is going to face a foe that I don't think he may be mentally prepared for, because you gotta have a few eggs cracked in that noggin of yours to deal with Omega.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
And speaking of which,
We are
here comes the
Entertainment.
television champion. So much insane bravado, from the television champion coming down to the ring after picking up a win 2 weeks ago against Xerxes for the television championship in an impressive victory. This man is Omega has been on another tear since he's gone full Joker at this point. The man is insane. Like, the man is not only calculated, but even more violent in his ways. So I don't understand what the difference. He's always been a tough son of a bitch, but I don't know what happened with him in that mind of his to be broken like this. But whatever it is, it's worked for him. And I haven't seen this side of Omega, this much Omega, in a long time when it comes to just straight violence. But folks, this is what it's all about. It is for this SCW Television Championship. Will we have a new champion, or will we have a retained?
Introducing the challenger from New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing in at 270 pounds, Hacksaw Leo Simmons. And his opponent from the Bronx, New York, weighing in at 239 pounds, the FCW Television Champion, J Omega.
Again, there it is, Omega looking at that television championship, handing it over and to the referee, and the referee showing it to Simmons. And there it is, what it's all about again, folks. And this match, I have a feeling, is going to be a hard-hitting match. Both of these men, both tactical in their offenses. Who will come out on top? Here we go. And it looks, Leo Simmons throwing Omega to the corner, and Omega straight up boots to Simmons' face. And, look at the offense from Omega here. As Omega looking to take out the arm of Leo Simmons. And is he going to set up for that cross bridge armbar that he has? Or will it be some new type of submission that we haven't seen before? Now, again, I like to jokingly say, well, realistically, but jokingly speaking, that Omega's offense, he doesn't wrestle, he just commits crimes. But sometimes in those crimes, there are tactical advantages that he looks for. Will that happen against Leo Simmons here today? And as I say this, there's that cross bridge applied in the center of the ring. And Leo breaks that. Simmons not too shabby when it comes to being a tactician all on his own. Could be one submission away. The one mad villainy away to put away Omega, but Omega up with that drop kick. Omega not having any of that, and we got another cover. One count kicked out. Omega, what he's gonna have to do is, he's out of the two being the best fighter, Omega would be that. Simmons is going to have to out-wrestle Omega, which Omega, sure enough, can believe Omega can try to do. And Omega going right back after that arm with another cross bridge. Stretching that arm out. And Simmons breaking it again. Simmons has got to watch that arm because Omega's been going after it this entire time. But Simmons, Simmons with his plethora of suplexes may be taking out Simmons one suplex at a time, as we are now up to 2. And Simmons gets reversed by Omega here. And Omega just getting that cold and calculated offense. And again, Omega gonna either have to, he's not gonna be able to out-wrestle Simmons, but he could definitely out-brawl him. And Simmons with a reversal. Could we see another suplex here? No, sir. Simmons trying to reverse DDT from Omega. Omega picking up Simmons. And Simmons getting carried to the corner. Look at the strength from Omega. And Omega kick to the back, kick to the lower back of Simmons here. And Simmons wisely rolls out to the outside. Omega hyping himself up. And Omega with a dive, and no! Simmons gets out of the way of the dive. High risk indeed. And Simmons taking advantage of that. Another suplex, belly to belly this time. If you're counting suplexes, I believe that is number 3. And Omega Omega gets thrown back in the ring. And Simmons to the outside, taking his time, wondering how he's gonna keep going here in this match. And Omega coming to the outside, and Simmons, Simmons applying the offense. And now throwing Omega. No, Omega reverses, throwing Simmons back into the ring. Ref's count is up to 3. Omega trying to get, Omega gets hit with a clothesline from Simmons. And Simmons now taking that arm out of Omega. And the crowd liking what they're seeing. And Simmons now has, getting all the offense in. Slowing Omega down and tries to go for another clothesline. Omega rolls out of the way. And Omega going right back after that arm of Simmons. If Simmons doesn't have that arm, he's not going to be able to keep in the Mad Villainy any longer. And speaking of which, the Mad Villainy locked in. The Mad Villainy locked in. Can he get it all? No. And again, I got to think that Omega kind of knew that this was going to end up happening eventually. But him going after that arm, Simmons couldn't keep that submission locked in longer than he could. But meanwhile, these two men are going back and forth in this match with Simmons carrying Omega to the corner and Omega blocking that. Omega now trying to take advantage of this, but Simmons backing out. Simmons has very powerful offensive weapons in his repertoire. And I gotta tell you, between the Mad Villainy and the, like, oh my God, and these two are going back and forth. Between the Mad Villainy and the Operation Doomsday, Omega's gonna want to avoid any and all of that. But these two are throwing hands in the middle of the ring, back and forth, and just a chop, and another right from Omega, a chest chop, and another slap. These two going back and forth, and Omega telling Simmons to bring it on, and now Simmons telling Omega to bring it on, and now these two are going at it. Straight hands, both men going at it. Oh my goodness. And Omega shook, but it looks like he got capitalized with a pile driver. A pile driver delivered, and Simmons crawling to the corner, pulling himself up in the turnbuckle, and oh, trying to go for a drop kick. Omega goes for a drop kick and misses. Now Simmons, European uppercut in the corner. And now these two are going back at it again. Simmons in that turnbuckle. And these two are going at it. And oh, we got a cover. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. I thought Leo Simmons had that with a nice bridge. And Simmons going to the top rope. It's what Simmons got planned here. Simmons with a chop and taking out Omega. Simmons taking out Omega, but Omega one step ahead, getting back. And Omega throwing rights, getting hit from Simmons, and Simmons got Omega back in the corner. What a punch. And Omega down in the turnbuckle, and now Simmons putting the boots with a face wash in the corner. And you see Omega rolling to the outside and Simmons to follow. Folks, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We will be right back to the action. And folks, welcome back to the action as you see Omega taking full advantage of Simmons. And here after the break, and meanwhile these two have been going back and forth. You are watching our main event of the evening as Leo Simmons tries to take away the television championship away from Jay Omega. And Omega looked to be on top here. And what is this? Just kicking the midsection of Simmons, just showing the lack of respect to Leo Simmons. But that could cost Omega in the end as Simmons clothesline. Clothesline from Leo Simmons, and Simmons going for an armbar of his own. Simmons going for an armbar of his own, but it looks like Omega gets out of that. And look at the offense from Omega, like a handstand. And Omega, again, fury of offense from Omega. Folks, I want to say if you're joining us right after the break, thank you all for coming back and watching this match this brutal match of the year. And then now, in my opinion, but Omega just staying on top of Simmons. And we got another cover. 1, 2, kick out at 2. We thought Omega was going to leave here with another championship match retain. And now Simmons has his eye. What is this? Simmons, no! Reverse DDT, and it looks like Simmons was gonna go for that Operation Doomsday. Didn't get it. And now Omega taking full advantage with that neck breaker. Omega, again, staying on top of the offense, applying pressure to Simmons, because Simmons out of nowhere could put you away with that Operation Doomsday like it ain't nothing. And Omega with a drop kick in the back of Simmons. And now he's stomping a mud hole in Simmons and walking that sumbitch dry. Say what you want about Omega, but man, the man can put on a fight. And Simmons, not to be outdone, and these two looking like they're gonna throw hands again. Back and forth with these two. And Simmons with another punch. And Simmons looking to get all that momentum back on his side, and European uppercut. Simmons might have that momentum, and now Simmons going to the top rope. What's this big man doing? And a leg drop! Leg drop! And we got a cover. Could this be it? 1, 2, kick out at 2. Leo Simmons can't believe it. He thought that television championship was in his hands, but Omega not giving that up without a fight. Omega calculating, stalking his opponent. And oh no! Brooklyn Zoo hits out of nowhere. We got to cover 1, 2, 3. Your winner and still SCW television champion, J. Omega. Omega picks up the victory, winning the, what is this? Hold on, wait a minute. What is happening? Oh, it's Dr. Antonio Hurt. Dr. Antonio Hurt is back. And what the hell has he got on? But enough of that, he went after J. Omega, and this isn't over. Folks, the doctor is in, and he is standing tall. But for now, that is it for us. Thank you for tuning in. We will check you out next time. See you here next week on this YouTube channel. Bye, everyone.